Where's LSU?
Where's Florida State?
Well, Florida State doesn't care because they've already clinched.
Exactly.
Well, we know where Baylor is because they're always in it,
Yeah.
and they're in lane 4.
Death taxes in Baylor. That's the 3 things you can always count on every year.
In the 4x4. In fact, we talked to Coach Hart earlier, and he said he thinks it's the 30th year that Baylor has had a team in the finals, and it doesn't matter who they have on the team. They seem to find a way to win.
Of course, Baylor boasting alumni such as Michael Johnson and Jeremy Warner. They are always a powerhouse in this 4x4, and Coach Hart reminding me that he's not totally separated from the Baylor program. He is in charge of the quarter mile and the quarter mile relay, of course, the 4x4, and Baylor will start today as favorites out of lane 4. Lane 5, Texas A&M has also run very well this year. They ran 3:04.17 in the prelims. The Gerald Betters, who we saw in the 400, will run 3rd for Baylor.
Marcus Boyd, the freshman, will be running the lead leg for Baylor out of lane 4. And a clean start in the men's 4x400 meter final.
Pretty even so far. Baylor looks to be making up a little bit of ground on Texas A&M. Marcus Boyd and Brian Miller to the outside.
He has made up that stagger in a hurry. And Marcus Boyd blazing the track right now for Baylor.
And one of the reasons Baylor always seems to be in the mix is because Clyde Hart believes in getting out of the traffic, and the reason he's put Marcus Boyd here is so that he can bring in a lead, which he's doing right now for Baylor.
So as they make the turn, Florida's Bernard Middleton with a good showing in this first leg, a senior.
Small Baylor.
And first handoff occurs. Boyd to Justin Boyd.
And of course, the second leg so critical. You have to get around that turn and come for the inside, because if you lag on this turn, you could find yourself behind Boyd doing a good job of getting around that 100, and now he'll close for the inside. A lot of company coming up behind him quickly, Justin Harrison of Kentucky.
Well, also the thing to do is to watch the way the coaches put the athletes on the track. Boyd is now being challenged
by A.C. Robinson, that would be of Texas A&M, the senior.
But he is going to hand off the baton to LeGerald Betters, who was 3rd in the 400 meters earlier today. So Clyde Hart knows exactly what he's doing. Justin Boyd closing down at the end for a great leg and a nice handoff for Baylor.
A.C. Robinson hands to Nick Robinson for Texas A&M. LeGerald Betters running this 3rd leg for Baylor.
LeGerald Betters, we always talk about how he runs. He does not particularly go out hard, but this year he has been keeping a more honest pace, and now we see him starting to leg out that backstretch. LeGerald Betters, the sophomore from Baylor.
Remember last year I said he looked like a big praying mantis because he's so long and lanky, you almost cannot tell how fast he's running. The guys behind him, their turnover is so much quicker, so you think they're moving faster. But LeGerald Betters is just eating up ground right now and opening up a lead for Baylor.
Carol, he is so strong, and now Engelhardt Summers has got to be thinking, all I have to do is secure this lead for Baylor.
Florida State has won the national championship, 4x400. This is all about pride for Baylor.
And Baylor putting on the usual annual clinic. How do you win the 4x4? Get out of the traffic early and have a great middle leg. And this time it was LeGerald Betters. And look at the lead now. Except now we see Kentucky making a move in the person of Jose Acevedo, the junior.
44-37 for LeGerald Betters for his 3rd leg.
For Baylor, Quentin Engelhardt Summers running the last leg and trying to anchor Baylor home to another 4x400 meter title. He's got a big lead. And once again, it is Baylor adding another chapter to their 4x400 meter history.
And kind of surprising, that is a very good time. One of the best 4x400 meter times ever, Ian and Carol. And kind of out of nowhere, we didn't think they were on that kind of pace. But what another clinic. It doesn't matter who they have in the individual races, Carol. They always find a way to get it done in the relay.
Well, LeGerald Betters opened it up right here. It looks like it's a race, but take a look at this sophomore. Yes, this man is only a sophomore, and he is going to open it up, and he is going to start to open up a lead for the Baylor Bears, and he is just eating up the home stretch.
You wouldn't think that you would put your fastest guy on 3rd, but what a brilliant leg by bettors. And here, this is Engelhard Summers. And
who's a senior this year, actually.
He's
so
a senior. So he put the
end.
senior, giving him a chance to get some glory. He crosses the line first. Baylor are your 4x4 champions again.
And the best time in the world this year. It's a new stadium record as well for Baylor. 3 minutes 22 for Baylor. 4x400 champions yet again.